Welcome back. You're watching Headlines Now. Leading choreographer and film director Prabhu Deva's take it easy policy doesn't seem to have worked for his wife. Ramlat, a professional dancer herself, has dragged Prabhu Deva to court. She alleges that her husband is causing her mental agony by staying away from her children and from her and their 2 children. Prabhu Deva is reportedly in an extramarital relationship with one of his heroines, Nayanthara.
Prabhu Deva will have to make a guest appearance in a family court soon. His wife Ramlat has filed a petition seeking restitution of conjugal rights. She says in her petition that her husband is living with actress Nayanthara instead of with her and their 2 children. Ramlat says she is disturbed after Prabhu Deva reported intention of marrying Nayanthara.
தன் கணவர் தன்னுடன் சேர்ந்து வாழ வேண்டும் என்று இன்று குடும்ப நல நீதிமன்றத்திலே மனு செய்திருக்கின்றார். நயன்தாரா என்ற ஒரு நடிகையுடன் தொடர்பு இருக்கிறது என்று மனுவில் தாக்கல் செய்திருக்கின்றார். அது சம்பந்தமான விரிவான மனுவில் விரிவான விவரம் கூறப்பட்டிருக்கின்றது.
In the famous song Gopala Gopala from Kadalan, although Prabhu Deva was romancing Nagma on screen, he fell in love with the group dancer Ramlat. They married in 1995 and have 2 children together. And this actor turned choreographer turned director then apparently fell in love again when he was for the reel giving his heroine Nayanthara tips to love Vijay. Nayanthara and Prabhu Deva have been seeing each other after Villu a little after the actress broke up with actor Simbu. Nayanthara even did a Saif Ali Khan by getting Prabhu Deva's name tattooed on her wrist. In Chennai with Lalit Jude, Divya Kumar for Ndtv-Hindu.
Well, for more on that story, we now have with us Ms. Sheila Jayaprakash. She's a senior family court lawyer, someone who has been involved with many cases like that. Ma'am, welcome to Headlines Now. If I can ask you first, high-profile cases of divorce and marital discord have been there for decades ago. I mean, we know you have handled many such celebrity cases in the family court, but do you think such celebrity couple cases are mushrooming in recent times?
Well, first I'd like to say that I don't want to pinpoint any case and talk about any specific case. I'd rather keep it general. Yes, there have been a lot of cases, but there have been cases in the past, but we did not have television 24/7. So they did not get the kind of exposure that they get today. And it keeps on in, in the limelight, which gives it a lot more exposure than it did before.
Trying to say that, ma'am, that these things are now happening because celebrities out there want more and more media exposure. This is nothing to do with their relationship. They are saying this is more to do with publicity. Are you suggesting that?
No, I'm not suggesting that they want publicity. I think that it's the viewers who want to know more about people who are celebrities, and the media caters to that. And so there is that nexus which keeps them in the public sphere.
All right. Now, talking about this particular case or cases like these, does the media hype around celebrity marriages and celebrity couple parting ways touch the judgment in any way?
I would not say that it would affect the judgment, because after the media hype has died down, the case goes on. And when the case comes to court, it is based on facts, on the documents that are placed before court, the evidence that is given, the witnesses examined. And at that time, I think the judge makes his decision on those cold facts and not on the stories that went around earlier.
All right, ma'am. Now, Urvashi, Manoj, and Sonia Agrawal, Selvaraghavan, Parthiban, Sita, Sukanya Sridharan. We've seen long list of marital discords in Kollywood and across other film industries. Now, as a senior lawyer in the family court, do you think that it is the way the film profession is?
I don't want to really comment on that. I think, there are divorces from people from every sphere of life. Some people say it's the IT, Now today, because you've got a couple of cases from the film world, you say it's the film personalities. I think marriages as such, we've had a much higher percentage of marriages breaking up. The family courts are filled to overflowing. But in high profile cases, you see more of it on television. That's about all. We've just got a couple of celebrity cases. A lot, 99% of the cases, 99.5% of the cases are very ordinary people.
All right, ma'am, one final question to you. Has the
But
holiday
maybe
family
what I
courts...
would say...
All right, go on, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, please.
But what I would say is that in these celebrity cases, they have a public image to live up to, and coming to a negotiated settlement is a little more difficult, because they do stick to their positions and public image that they want to maintain. We are not able to settle matters as we should be able to.
All right, the one final question: has the holiday family courts, a first of its kind in India, helped disposal of matrimonial cases at a faster pace?
Personally, I don't think so, because if you really want to address the backlog of cases, you need a few more courts, 1 or 2 more courts. You need to change the procedure, find out where the bottlenecks are, and then change the procedure on those points. That way you would clear the backlog, not just by working during holidays, Saturdays, Sundays. In fact, after 3 months of holiday courts, I do think that there is a fatigue setting in among the staff.
All right, Ms. Sheila Vijay Prakash, for joining us. Thank you for joining us on the show tonight on that story. Moving on, the Madras High Court today reserved the judgment on the appeals filed against the stay order on the fee regulations of the Govindarajan Committee. The state government and the parents had filed an appeal against the stay of the fee structure today. Along with that, the appeal against the interim stay filed by Education activist Prince Gajendra Babu was also addressed today. And after heated arguments between the councils of both the sides, the judge reserved his order today. He comes in the wake of a string of protests called by the parents in the last few weeks. The appeal by the government and the Fee Determination Committee argues that the very purpose of the committee has been nullified by the stay granted by the single judge earlier. The court on September 14th had stayed the order of the Govindarajan Committee. Now, after more than a decade-long wait for martial arts instructor Shihan Hussaini has been freed of 9 cases that were filed against him. In 1998, Hussaini was accused of being a Sri Lankan citizen and that he was travelling with a forged Indian passport. He was arrested and lodged in the Tihar jail in 1998 for the same. The same year, he was also booked in yet another case accused of threatening VCD pirates with AK-47, and it is the year 2000. It was alleged that Shihan Hussaini had assaulted 9 of his security employees and also refused to pay their salaries. The same year, he was also charged of having pasted posters in several parts of the city, and finally today, 2 of these cases that were still pending came for hearing and they were quashed. Shihan Hussaini spoke to Ndtv-Hindu and heaved a sigh of relief.
I'm absolutely thrilled. Finally, I'm a free man, 9 cases, 12 years of litigation, and, it was horrible and very, very traumatic. Now I have vindicated my stand that I'm completely innocent. It was a political vendetta against me, launched by certain people who thought that I was close to former Chief Minister Dr. Jayalalitha, and by their subserving police officers, plus my karate rivals. All these cases have been demolished. I'm very, very happy.
Well, time to take a quick break, but on the other side, basking in the success of Indiran, the robot now says that he needs a breather. More on the other side.
Big film, I want really a holiday. So I want to take a break.